Hello and welcome back. Now then, I have trouble with my 4K TV, so I am literally on my laptop screen, which is hilariously funny. But I really fancied to have a go on this. So yeah, this is my second thing. I'm updating rules of engagement. I normally do this on the first one. I'm actually going to say I want this to be in my first Let's Plays on FS19. I never ever did contracts, and I always just did what was necessary on the farm. And I'm actually going to do that on this one. No contracts. That is one of the rules on this. No contracts. All we're doing is the work on our farm. So that is what we're doing. That way, any income is just by. The other thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to balance that out with I'm going to go into normal economy. I know this is. We also want dollars. Yeah, I know this is a departure from the norm, but I thought it's not always about. People don't really always care that you are on hard economy. People want to see growth, but I thought I'm going to try to balance that. So I'm going to stick it on normal economy. Everything else is the same. Bank loans. We'll have workers on our fields, but I'm always going to be helping as well. We've got 72,000 left, and we've got our 3 fields. Now then, let me just remind myself. I think today's the sowing day, isn't it? But I also think... Oh, it's tomorrow. It's planting for... Yeah, it is. It's not today. So then, in that, we have got to get some work done. I'd recognise... Right, where is the big tractor? That is what I want to know. Let's have a look on the map. It seems really weird playing on a small screen. It really does. Right, please. Where? Ah, there we go. Right, okay, so we need to plough this field now. And we did buy another field. Obviously, we bought that last thing yesterday. So, with that in mind, we're going to swap. I'm going to bring this down for that, and I'm going to plough that. We may have to also do yeah, let's grab the let's get this one going on. Yeah, so it's going to sort of speed things up in a way. Always did this on my FS19, and I thought, for a change, let's just do that, because you can see how the farm is doing. It's just about your farm, nothing else. It'll obviously speed things up in some ways all my life. It will, obviously, because everything is just about the farm. So when you've done all of the chores of the day, obviously, you've got to move on. Simple as. Right, so we've done this one. Now then, let's do this one. We shall set this going. I'm going to set a traditional worker off. I think there's enough room for us there to... Let's try and get that level. Let's grab out the tractor. Let's grab the RYC one. Let's get some... Now this should be absolutely fantastic with this. It's really weird. I'm so used to seeing it on a big screen. It's really quite... Yeah. Right, so it is our original field 4 that wants to be ploughed, I believe. We should double check, but I'm almost sure that's what I saw yesterday. We will at times be cutting... I want to grow this, but we'll probably do that in the winter. Get some trees cut. Just check before we... Oh, it's not actually showing it needs ploughing today. That's bizarre. Oh well, I don't mind that. That's fantastic. Yesterday it was showing red as it needed. I'm glad it doesn't, because we've got obviously a cultivator. Oh, fantastic. That is an absolute bonus. Right, let's do some of our implements over here as well. We don't want everything in That's really good news. Right, we are going to get ready for our work tomorrow then. Oh, did I not? Have I left the Amazon up at the shop? Now then, let's have a look in our wardrobe. Now I know I've got a cedar show on the map. Yes, well, yeah, absolutely amazing, Mr. Smith. I'm very impressed with your perception. I know the screen's a little smaller today, but there's no excuse for not being able to see something just a few yards away. Right. Now then, so sorghum is the weapon of choice that we have chosen for our first... Oh, I do wish I would... Always a little bit too quick and nippy I am on that. Terrible. Right, let's get this all filled up. I do love our setup. I'm really impressed. I truthfully am. Today would be nice. Smash it. So let's get this ready for tomorrow. Should start with the top field. So to be honest, I tell you one thing we could do, and that is that we could fertilise. Yes, that's something we can do. Let's do everything we can do, get it in preparation. Yes, I do love the fact that we can expand our fields. It really is fantastic. It really is. Let's see if that's the right side. I think that's the disc side. Oh no, it's not. I can see the PTO. Do you know, I'm a terror for getting... The angles sometimes make it look like you're closer than you are. Right. Now then, according to what I looked at yesterday, let's have another look though. Just want to make sure there is no liming required on our fields. Seedbed prepared, seedbed going to, let's switch. No, it's definitely showing no needs ploughing. Do you know? Oh, please don't tell me I had the filter on. Anyway, it could still be. I can't really know that that's right or wrong until I check in editing, but let's get this ploughed. Do you know? I enjoy doing this because it's the fastest plough that is on the game. So, right, we don't want to allow creative. Actually, I don't know that we don't. We will do. I think we're going to expand this a little bit. Even now, especially on this section, we have got well enough to do at least one. One plough's width, this, and at least one on this end here, at least. least one more will be spot on. Don't want to go mad, but I think we can easily cope with that. Bearing in mind this road isn't like a... Yeah, we'll do tidying up this as well once we've done this. Ooh, it's a bit jaggedy down that end. With that in mind, we'll just overlap slightly. So hopefully we'll get a decent edge. This definitely has the horses under the bonnet. It still doesn't, I would imagine, looking and feeling this, it's probably 300, 320 horsepower plus that can pull this really comfortably. It's managing nicely, but it's still, yeah, not easy to plough with this supposedly 180 horsepower plough. Not sure we're going to do that other side. Wow. Wheel slip or what? Can we do one? No, we're getting a bit close to the trees. We will do. I'm going to expand that way. That's going to be the main way we expand. But for now, we'll just do what we've done for now. We'll go towards the trees just this time. Let's go and have a look on the other fields to see if there's anything obvious we can do on those as well. As a preliminary expansion. To the trees there. Actually, there's only one. Only just one little lonesome. That looks like it's the part of the tree that disappears. It is indeed. Let's just get all these little weird branches that always cause trouble. That's it. Yeah, that's somebody under the floor there, I think. Smashing. Want to pull this out of the way though. 577 kilograms, so this is going to be the bulk of the weight down this end. Let's have a look. 125, 70, yeah, we can manage that. 23. Strip this all out of the way. Just seems silly not to do the expansion on the very first time that we're using this, and I know we've got 3 fields, and I say this is just a record of our farm, and wouldn't you do that if you've got your plough and we've got this starting equipment? So why would you not do that? I think you would. If you've got the room, you'd expand. Simple as. I want to maximise what we do, truly do. So it seems like brilliant. Let's go and make sure that they have. Let's go and see, make sure they have finished. We will grab this lot up. I'm not just going to waste it. I'm not a big believer of that, even though logging isn't my main thing, though it has been. Let's just go and have a quick look at the looks good to me. I can't see much. Yeah, I think we can get at least one width this way. But I don't know. I don't know whether on the road. I think we might leave that. We may do. There's no expansion on that side. We could join these together, but that just seems a little bit, yeah, not so. I think field 2 looks as if, let's have a look on this edge of field 2. No, we don't. It is literally what it is. So we'll leave field 2. Field 3. Let's have a look at that. Well, we'll have to see if it allows us, because in a way, technically we can, but in another way, not sure. Right, let's grab that. Let's just see if. See. Yeah, just think one width. Ooh, a little bit close to that garden. So only one width, definitely. Best. Yeah, definitely not on this side. I think I could, but I'm not going to. So, now this side, on this particular field, definitely is going into our land, so we can do at least one. At least one. Speed we do get up to. Yeah, we can only get up to 10 miles an hour. 11. 12 is the top. Yeah, we've not got quite the horses to actually get this up to 12 miles an hour. So it just goes to show the kind of horsepower requirements you need to get 12 miles an hour out of this. Well, I'm not pulling any stones up either, which surprises me. This is a plough. Perhaps it's because it's the first days for this. And then we could do this with the Amazon. Let's fold that. No, lift, fold, and drop. Just grab this ready for tomorrow, because this has got the horsepower to. Not sure it's got the weight though for that front. We shall see. Maybe balance it out with the It is a fairly heavy tractor actually for a small one. We shall see. Maybe that goes a bit front heavy. No. Two things are balancing each other out. Right, let's go and sleep. We've done all that we can. No, we haven't. Right, we want to go and grab yeah, let's take that with us. Let's go and get the fertiliser spreader. We shall do one before we seed on all 3 fields. Oh my life, this is a bit of a rabbit warren, to say the least. Yeah, we're going to have to definitely cut ourselves a decent route to get through here to home, definitely. Stop a little bit. Fantastic shed. It surely is. Okay, fertiliser spreader. Stop. We are going to do this. Now this is one of the few that normally can actually hold this without a weight on. I think, I'm almost sure I've done this one, or does it teeter? I'm not sure. We have got a weight. I just like to test this just for a baseline. I'm sure this is... Yeah. Ooh, yeah, it does teeter. Right, let's grab that weight on then. It will only get better, but yeah, it is... What's the point in making a struggle when we've got to wait? Right, let's do our original field first. Say full pelt, this should be able to go straight down the middle with this, looking at this. Looks like it anyway. No, not quite. No, definitely not. It's quite deceptive, that, really. I miss a bit there. I did, didn't I? How on earth did I miss that? Oh, no, it must be one of those patches that's double fertilised naturally that you don't realise. Yeah, like those patches there. Not sure about this one. No, that really was just what it said. Okay, right, that's one. We shall seed tomorrow, then when we've got the change of state, we shall fertilise the second time. Roller. Yes, that is one thing I have forgotten. Normally go for my Cambridge rollers. I think they're amazing, very reasonable, and also fine if you're only taking things to one place. If you can leave them on site, you can leave them put together, is my usual trick, because obviously that's fine. Right, okey-doke. What I'd like to do is at least plant seed all 3 fields by the end of this session. That's my plan. That's where I'd like to finish it, if I'm honest. Yeah, there's a slight patch in the middle I'm not quite going to get. Fantastic. Doesn't take long when you've got a decent spread like this. Amazing. Yeah, this is a big field, but there's no room. The only thing we could do is join them together. And no, I'd like to keep them. I know this year, obviously, it wouldn't matter because I'm literally sticking sorghum in all of them. But that doesn't mean to say normally I'm going to do all the same crop. It's just I'd like to do sorghum. Concentrate. It is a good sized field, this. I'm well chuffed with the fact that we've got 3 fields. That's a massive advantage in this first year. Just trying to think as well, we may well go into the into productions obviously, but to begin with we obviously couldn't afford one. But not only that, we also need to make our mark first a little bit. We may have a couple of years of harvests to if we're going to maximise what we've already got, then obviously yeah, we definitely need to love how flat the land is. Okay then, that is us done for now. Let's sleep through till tomorrow and then we shall crack on and start seeding. Meter clock is September, let's do 9. Just getting the tag end, to be honest. Yes, well, before we depart, let's have a 186 property maintenance. What is on in the sales? Very reasonable. Unfortunately, we have absolutely nothing. No, that is good, but again, it's well too much for us. Yeah, nothing we can afford or that we unduly need at our stage of play, to be honest. What time is... Let's have a look at this weather. When is the weather going to pass? According to this, it shouldn't be raining. Right, speed time. Wait for this weather to pass. Obviously a bit of a squall that the weathermen have missed. Let's see when it clears up. Oh, that looks like it's clearing. Okay. Sowing, I'm going to do it times 1. It's my usual speed for sowing, to be honest. I am going to time lapse this because this is going to take a while. It really is. So I am going to say my usual words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I am going to pop down the shop now, but I'm going to take this one. I'm going to grab the rollers whilst the case carries on with doing the other field, because this is the faster of the two tractors. So yeah, and then when we get back, I will grab. Yeah, I will grab the. We'll crack on the rollers, but we're not going to do that this session. We are just going to grab. Shall we? We are going to fertilise though. Right, let's grab this. Right, okie doke then. So let's send this down to the store. Okay, now then. Tell you one thing I am going to do, very briefly, is, I'm going to set a worker going on this now, on these two fields. The ones that have done the first two. And we are going to just hook up. So when I hook up the truck, if I'm honest, to the trailer, so that in the future, I'm tempted, I was thinking about this, on the Lone Oak map that I did on FS19, I used to take a lot of things on the truck, on the, actually, it was on the bigger brother to this one, what was called the Versatile trailer, the one that can be, I think it was 30, 40 and 50 foot, so it's obviously a lot longer than this, but almost identical. Oh, it's already hooked up actually. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to send this down as well, just in case there's a couple of things that I might need. Let's have a look. Send him. Set destination. Oh, why do they go that long way round? Smashing. We're going to visit the store. We should go ahead of them. Oh, come on, please. Let me just make sure that you're not stuck. Oh no, I was looking at the worker on field 3 thinking, what are you doing? But no, that's fine. Oh, he's going to get bumped. He's going to bump into the... Why are you going anywhere near that? There's no need for them to go... Oh, it's crashed into it. Oh... I can't grab the tractor. Did you do that entire field? I don't think you have. Oh my life. You've not, have you? See what it is. Just set this going on to the second field, or really the first field technically, as our original field. See what I mean about the spread rate on this? 5%. It's done all of the fields once, and now second time. Yeah, I'm going to dart over there. Just going to see. Let's just see how they're both doing. Oh, he's nearly at the store. Oh my life. Why on earth do they... Right, I know I can order it from the... Why not do it this way? Shame we haven't got that, the horses under the bonnet and the... For that would be fantastic. Oh, mind you, it's only a planter, isn't it? It's not a cedar. So, right. So then... Yes, trying to think on Don't need these, mind you. I am going to eventually be bigger, so I think if I'm going to do these, is very, very reasonable anyway. These rollers. I'm going to just quickly look at is how much is the mower worth to yeah, half price. Rubbish, really. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, so I had an idea yesterday about something that it was. Yeah, we should have bought something else as a mower instead, because it also was a mulcher, that new one, the John Deere one, by it is Black Sheep Modern, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Right, anyway, rollers. Rollers. Do you know, sometimes I can't see if you're looking in this space. Is it into grassland? No, it's actually in its own section. Yeah. I want 2 of these. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go for a bigger than normal. That's got 2 larger than I normally go. And we should have one of the tractors. Yay! Mr. Speedy. Now I can see the other one on the map actually. Now what we need to do to get them though is literally put them one after another, so just do them in a line, and then obviously when we get to the other end. Now these, it's a weird way you put these together. If I'm honest, you sort of go in reverse, not for what we're doing now, we're just literally going to grab them and stick them together. But again, you build them from the back to the front. And that is the secret to these. It took me quite a while. The first time I put these together on a field was an absolute nightmare. I mean, it's still not perfect, but fantastic. Yeah, for these, it's ideal if you've got. What I tend to do is, if I have got multiple fields and they're a long way away, I would literally take a set per field. Take a small set if I was going to do a small field, because for the cost of them, you just need to stick them on the edge of the field, or if it's a small field, or if it's, as I say, I always try in all of my Let's Plays, because it is like my old geography teacher taught me, location. Really, the design of a farm is like anything else. The more well designed and close together things are, the least time and that you waste on travel and all the other things that are going to make your farm less productive. Obviously, well, no, it is still true in real life. Obviously, you can't always guarantee that you're going to get all your fields be right next door to each other. Yeah, of course this does. Yeah. The last, those 2 standard ones, they are the last 2 that go on the chain. For those who don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that know about the Cambridge rollers, but right. I think if there's anything else that I've forgotten, well, we've got a little bit of money, truthfully. Sorry, I know I've gone quiet. This takes quite a bit of concentration. It's a bit like the axle things. They swing very quickly, so you've got to especially when you're at this bit, when you're backing them onto each other, you've got to try and keep them steady for a while and then quickly change when you can realise that you've not. So yeah, they're a little bit of a... Right, smashing. Now, I'm not sure the workers, I don't think they can cope with this, but I'm not sure they can't cope with just taking it back home. I think they might be able to cope with that, but we shall see. Because it's a bit of a train, if I'm honest. I think, yeah, I do actually. I think I'm going to take this. We should put this back together. We shall roll the fields. Oh, I know. Yeah, actually, the one thing I meant to do, which was far more important than the fertilising, was setting the Magnum. Just make sure he did finish, because you know what these are like. Half the time they... Yeah, I can see you miss up already. Oh, no, it's not accepting it. Oh, no, he has really missed some. Oh, my life. Missed half the field. Oh, but some of it is fully fertilised. Wow. It's bizarre. Very strange. Wow, some very strange patterns as well. Right, let's get him sowing the last field, the big one. Get him going on that one whilst we bring those rollers back. And I'll also try and think if there's anything else I've missed. I really rack my brains. So I am truthfully... Oh, my buildings across. Get that front box that got dragged around. Right, so that's 2 out of 3 completely fertilised. It's weird, that's bits of stone every now and again. I don't know whether it's obviously because it's brand new release that we've got errors with the fields. It could be something like that, couldn't it really? Right, let's set this going. This end's just up and down. Seems to me to have quite a decent headland on this side, I don't think. Especially with the width of this, it's not exactly massive, is it? So, right, I've got sorghum ready. Right, let's go grab the John Deere. The New Holland even. Oh, that's quite fitting because most of the time I do usually have a John Deere, at least one. The 6300 is quite a common tractor that I often frequently have as my second or third. Obviously this is quite unique in this setup because we've gone new farmer and gone for other things. Now, the other thing I was going to say that I always, well, usually, it's a weird thing to say, my rules of engagement I have been doing for a long time now. I always like placeables. I always think you need additional forms of income. I always do think that is, but I have for a long time limited myself to only 3 forms of that. So I will be doing exactly the same on this Let's Play. We are getting limited on funds, so I'm going to be very careful. I'm not sure that I'm not going to actually put placeables on later. I might put one. There's one very reasonably priced one that it brings in a goodly amount, and that's the aerial. It's 500 and it brings in up to 480 a month, which is quite reasonable. If I can't afford that, then something terrible's got... Now, am I going the right way? I am. It's alright, it's like a little net looking down on that. I just want to make sure nothing's catching those, or I'm not catching anything, because they are a bit especially the extenrions, or whatever, however you pronounce them, for the extension ones. They do lean over quite a bit. Need to get over off the bridge, otherwise I might snarl upon that car. Ooh, that's lucky. Yeah, they are a little bit ungainly. The bigger ones especially do stick out quite a long way. do make me laugh, the rollers, because of course they're always on. Right, oh, now this is going to be fun. We're going to, I think, we'll go on the grass to pull into our road, I think. We shall have to check that there aren't any cars coming when we dart across, because this is a long train. Wasn't too bad actually. Okay, right, now then, let's put these back together. Now then, we want to drop. Right, so now we really need to build this back. Drop you off. Huh? I dropped the very last one off. Why is it? Oh, wow. How bizarre. Wow, I've never seen it do that before. That's more like it. Okay. I think I seem to be zoomed out a little bit too much now. Sorry, this does require all of my concentration. It's not, yeah, it's just quite an intensive thing, so there aren't many tasks that I still can't talk and work, but this is definitely one of them. Right. Scrap, drop that one off. Now there is you can also, this is if you roll over the right hand side with your wheels, it's nicer on a smaller tractor that doesn't drag them around. You can drop the back especially if you get it right. There's a little bit of give and take on them. If I drop that off now, I may, with a little bit of luckiness, be able to just twiddle around. That is a bit far out, but you can, there is a knack to this normally where you can get this quite close. Normally better than that. Oh, have I got this wrong? I have, I think I've got one too little. I always forget there's actually, it's odd, not even. Right, let's see, yeah, I think I'm a bit far out of that. Usually better at this than this. Yeah, I'm going to need another one. I've gone short. you always have to make sure you drop the right one as well. You're a bit of a, really is a bit of a knack with these, and I say it is a matter of building them from. There are a couple of ways you can do it. There is a better way than this, but I always seem to not do badly with this particular type of way of doing it. So stick the one we have got on. Yeah, normally I'm a bit better at doing this. You can roll over the edge of this and drop it quite. Yeah, sort of here. If you go past it and then do that, drop that. Pushed. That's the only thing, as I said, it is better with the smaller tractors. There is a certain element of luck to this as well. I mean, to getting it exactly. I have done it perfectly once. See that? Actually, truthfully, it should be close enough, yeah. So they do, obviously, the creator does give you a little bit of leeway. Right. Smashing. Right, I'm going to go straight back to the shop. I'm going to go grab the other one. Yeah, we'll do. Let me do that and we shall see how. Let's say going. Set destination. I'm also going to think about. Let's go and see how the. In fact, yeah, let's use our brain. See how the. Oh, wow! He's done a cracking job. He's almost a third of the way through that, and that is the biggest field we've got. Oh wow! I'm just quickly going to have a look in the shop to just see if anything jogs my memory on things we seriously need. Mulches, as I said, there's the new Batwing mower. I'd kicked myself after I'd bought that, and I thought, oh, you wally! I paid £7 for a front thing when there's this new Batwing for 15, and it also mulches. I know it's small. Well, no, it's actually bigger. But obviously, it's also very low horsepower. It's a fantastic starting mower, but hey ho, it's done now. We've got one. You can stick the Ramos on the front, and you could stick a baler behind you, really. If you would, we have not got much grass at the minute anyway. But yeah, it is definitely right. Need to let's just carry on. We just if anything, it would be a sprayer or a mechanical. Trouble is with a mechanical weeder, as good as they are, and I do like them, I really do. I often use the Einbach, that one, the 9 metre, even brand new, because £18 for something that can. I often start with canola to begin with. Obviously it's ideal for planting grass, and especially with that front box, you can even have done contracts with it for canola planting, and I've obviously planted lots of grass fields with it, so yeah, it's definitely brilliant. It's actually nice to see. Oh my life, wow, never seen the actual AI do a field like that, where it just, I've never gone past one where the field gets magically worked. It's a bit like watching Populous, a god game in the 80s. When you ever watch the AI building up mountains and stuff like that, it was quite phenomenal seeing the AI muck around with the landscape. It was far quicker than any person could ever do it. Quite phenomenal. Yeah, it was just like that, where you see things just whiz across the landscape. How far are we at? It's still quite a way. Why, oh why do they go that long way? Absolutely amazing. Trying to think if there is anything we can do whilst. Yeah, actually, let's just carry on. Let's look in through here. I've got a chainsaw. Baler is obviously. I am going to be looking in the sales, because we are obviously. We are really. We've got a very good base startup equipment, but we're obviously short of an awful lot of things, but we've got a decent set. Obviously weeding is the one thing that so far, and if I bought one out right now, a sprayer, it really would pretty much cripple us, and although we shouldn't have too much more, we've got a decent startup lineup, we've got our harvester, etc, etc. There's always wage costs and other incidentals that you don't always think of. So yes, I don't want to just splurge out and when we really do need some money in reserve. So why am I watching this worker? And I could be driving myself, but you know, sometimes. It is nice though sometimes just to talk, if I'm honest. The workers can concentrate on doing that, but yeah, it's a waste for me when we're coming up ourselves. Right, so we want one more roller. Trying to think, the other thing I am going to get is I'm going to get one of those other weights that I was on about. I do think to have a couple, not the, I think one big one, the adjustable one, is fantastic, but yeah, I think we're going to get one of those $300 ones, those new fantastic ones. It's the barrel ones, isn't it? Yeah, that one there, 900 kilograms for $300. I know it's going to cost us. Actually, I like red. I do. Decals. Yeah, go on, let's go for case then. Might as well go case red. Yeah. And one more roller. One more extend iron. Or extend rayon. Yeah, that is right, I wasn't far off. Right, smashing. Let's get that. Let's take that back. Do like how reasonable the obviously, I mean, the rollers are amazing. We should leave him up here because if we do have anything that we seriously need any time, we can just grab that. Let's put that on the front. Ooh. Grab that on the back. But you know, sometimes I am Mr. Clumsy. Yeah, we will get the rolling done actually, being as we've got such a big set as well. Just I'll be guided by the sewing. If the sewing finishes, then I'm going to quit it at that point. But if the sewing's still going on, then I am literally going to just crack on with the rolling until the sewing is finished. And if I'm close to finishing, you know, by the time he's finished with that field, then I will just crack on and finish. If I'd done 2 of the 3 and I was halfway through the 3rd, whatever field I'm on, I'll finish that anyway. I don't want to leave things half measures. I do like to get things so that everything's in a good state. Yeah, I am really enjoying this, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's say, but no contracts. This is just our farm. How well we do, and it's a normal economy, and it's new farmer starts, which makes a nice change. It's a long time since I don't think I've ever done a let's play actually that isn't start from scratch. So yeah, this actually makes a nice change. I think sometimes I try. I've got to put this sort of funny because I'm not a show off. That's not really the way that I am. I like to do my best though. It's not always about trying to make things as absolutely hard as you possibly can. I like to make it a challenge for myself. This is still a challenge. I mean, there are massive fields on this. It's going to take us a long time from what we've got now to suddenly build up so that we've got an absolute fortune or we've got lots of fields. That's not going to happen overnight, especially if we're limiting it like I have done to it's just our farm. Of course, if I did lots and lots of contracts, then truthfully I could hammer out contract after contract, especially on some of these big fields, leave a worker doing a fertiliser and I might earn 40,000. So yeah, if you keep banging those out, you can make a lot. But this is going to be a true test because it is just us on just our fields. Right, let's get this right. 1, 2, 3, 4. One on this side. Let's just Yeah, it's when it does that and it pops and goes weird that you have difficulty then. If you do that, it's possible for you to actually drop it close enough. The one thing you've also got to watch is when you do that is that if you go a little bit forward and you start to get that, and I pick that up that far out, it'll drag it forwards. You do need to be like that. It's not dragged it forwards, and I've done it a few times where you drag it forwards. Now drop the right one. Now then, this should be not too difficult for these ones. It says now. Back one down first. Same tactics again. Can just go a little bit past it actually. If you angle your thing correctly, like say that, it should be close enough. Same again on this one. As long as it's within a little, like a half a foot or a foot, it doesn't, yeah, it's not too bad. I may have pushed that a bit far out, actually pulled that away. So again, same tactic again. Get close, but get very close, so it does not pull the whole thing forward a little bit, because it can make the difference between. Oh, brilliant! It's the one I thought it wouldn't. Oh, smash it! Well, that was, yeah. I didn't think that'd actually get that. I think this is the biggest one I've ever done, or it might be the same as the one on No Man's Land, which is probably the same. Right, let's get cracking. Let's get rolling. Give this the big area view, because this, actually no, I think this is one more than this is had a 12 meter on No Man's Land. This is more like another 2 meters either side, which will be brilliant for covering the fields quite quickly. Bit of a knack to actually doing these, one that I still haven't quite mastered, even with all my practice on No Man's Land. Yeah, it's the one job I frequently forget to do, rolling. Still not in the habit of like thinking, yes, I must roll. You have to really think about it, or look at the field and it says you need to roll, and that's usually when I've remembered that actually, yeah, I've forgotten to do it. And it's in the first growth stage where it's tough. I've already missed my chance. Start. Wow, where did I start with this? Thought I'd done this side. Ah, back there by the look of it. Yeah. Didn't start at the very beginning, did I? Yeah, this it's not that easy to see this. You can, but it's yeah, it's not the easiest thing, I always find, to see this. I do like the way these spin around though, they are brilliant for that. Yeah, this is going to make very quick. Mind you, this is the smallest field I know, so this one really shouldn't take very long, and that is true. Yeah, I must admit I'm really enjoying this, the map. I'm really looking forward to having a go at this, because it's something completely different. As I say, I've been start from scratches, usually done lots of grass work, all that type of thing. It's nice to do things a little bit different, to shake things up. You can get a bit stale if you always do exactly the same thing, or always choose. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've all got favourite mods, certain things that we use on every single Let's Play, and I think everybody is the same on that. Even certain tractors that you love and certain ones that you really don't. Yeah, that's that one done, so that's field 4. Oh, what did I do? Let's just have a quick look. How are we doing on... oh, he's nearly done. Wow, is he either on the last strip or last but one? So, right, in that case, let's not faff around. Let's go and try and get the second field. Oh, that's true. How are we gonna... Yeah, we need to choose... This is the only bad thing. We've got lots of trees on this, and this is so easy to get snarled up, so I have to try and find a route, and I don't think there is one. This may be a task we need to leave till next session, where we definitely have to cut a way through, because I say this is something we're going to do. We need it doing anyway. We do need a decent pathway, but I do need to be able to bring these from one field to the next, so I think looking at this and even looking around... Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. That looks like there is a way round, actually. Right, okay. Let's have a go. We'll have a go. We've also got a bit of tidying up to do. The workers can't use these. That is the only thing that I would say. These cannot be used by workers. Neither courseplay nor in-game. Neither like them. If you're going to buy the Cambridge rollers, then you do it yourself. Simple as. Yeah, there seems a way. Might be a way through there. Not sure. Seems a way. This a way. Quite a wide gap just there, but I'm not sure if it's going to be wide enough. If these snarl up on a tree, then we're in serious. The amount of things I've caught with these on No Man's Land. Yeah, you can sort of usually, yeah, it's not... If you've got something powerful enough, it can usually whip that, drag it. Yeah, that's dragging on the tree. Yeah, you can with a bigger tractor often drag them. They can get snarled up badly as well. Yeah, I think I might need the bigger tractor. Yeah, I seem to be dragging them into the tree. Yeah, nice job, Mr. Smith. Cracking job. Yeah, let's go and see how he's doing. I think, yeah, we should swap and we should tidy the two ends up. For some reason he's... It is he as well. Thank you, young man. That was a very good job. We should do is swap tractors. We should set him going. May as well set the worker going to see if I can get out of this mess. Just set them doing both ends while we're trying to grab that. Might need to cut a tree down. That may need to cut that very tree down where it is. Might not need to. I'll be able to get away with it. Say the case might just about have the horses to... Right, let's set this going first. Yeah, there's quite a bit of fixing work to be done at the end. At least 2 or 3 sections to do. Let's grab the case, put that weight on and see if we can drag that. Save us having to chop any trees down. I know I am going to have to do this though. I mean, I do know that there are some trees that are going to have to come down, and I've already said that. Don't mind cutting trees down when there's a purpose and it is to improve the farm, but somewhere over here. Yeah, it's almost a natural path actually. A little bit more effort somewhere here. There we are. Let's see if it is a matter of horses or whether it is actually a matter of... Ah, there you are. There you are. I see you. Wow, really haven't got that in quite a bit of a bad state. That is well and truly snarled. Let's try and get the right tree there. Not to be chopping trees down unless it's absolutely necessary. Oh, of course, that is if I actually can chop these trees down. Okay. Very interesting. Perhaps it's not on my land. Might be that it isn't. Okay. See if we can drag them far enough to the right. Get these into a mess as well. Leave this one. I think for next session we'll get the worker movement to this top end, get them to fix that whilst we do field 3, and we'll do field 2 tomorrow. Yeah, I guess we do. Lovely finish to this, really is. Again, yeah, not sure if he'll say he's finished, but there is a bit of a tiny bit of work on that particular strip that he's just been on now. Sorry, I realise I'm going quiet again. I'm a habit of doing that tonight. So quite a few tasks. I always find this is one of those tasks that you have to concentrate on. So there is a good way through that. We'll have to make sure that we widen that out a little bit. Right, that's what I was expecting at some point. Let's quickly grab him to the other end. Oh, just forget to do that in the wrong screen. Right, let's just check this end, because I'm sure there are a couple of patches. Yeah, here we are, this end section here, where you can see where obviously it's not enough for them to check to see, but there's an entire line there that's not been sown. Let's send him up the top end, do the same again, and then we'll say, well, I'll finish rolling the field I'm on and we'll get this rolled tomorrow. Pretty much. And also this needs fertilising. Again, we'll do that tomorrow. Hoping I remember though. I'm terrified of forgetting tiny details like that. I'm not sure if you actually... Okay, rollers. not rolling, but I think I'd like to fertiliser. I know what I'm like. I'm a terror for forget my heart. If I leave these and the fertiliser out, it might be enough to remind me. I hope that it is. Beauty of doing this though is we can actually see where we've been. Yay, just got those stones in, that's fantastic. Little stones. Yeah, the Rawley Christie one, I don't know whether it's because it's a new plough, but that actually didn't draw any stones up. And it is a plough, so I don't know what that's about. Whether it's because it's a brand new mod and it's not, might have a couple of errors, or doesn't something not quite right on it. Let's just get that patch on the outside, and I'm not worried about the tiny bit of corner. Let's just grab this. Yeah, maybe because it literally was. We got this almost on the day of release of the Rawley Christie plough as well as the Hobos Hollow. So it may just be that there's something not quite right that needs fixing, or it may be that it's almost like a shallow plough, if such a thing exists. I've not heard of it so far in FS22, but imagine if it's a shallow plough, then how come it's got such a, you really need a massive horsepower to really do that well. Right, that's it finished. I'll tell you what we could do though, if we're going to finish this, let's grab him and let's make him do the fertilising on that field. It's still a long way. Forget sometimes how far things are. Oh no, he's still not done. Yeah, he's done one the same as that other one. Not finished this end section. Yeah. Patch. Oh, has he done that there? Not sure that he has. No, he hadn't. Missed this bit in this corner. We saw that. I will have a quick aerial look on the field info though, on the actual map, to see if we have planted or if there's any bits that I've missed on this. I checked on the first, I think it was the first field, I checked on field 4 either. Right, let's have a quick look. Let me zoom in because that is way out. Yeah, they all look good actually. I can't even see any little dots. There may be tiny weeny ones, but I can't see them, not if I'm honest. Even the corners look reasonable. Yeah. Switch that off. Get the AI worker to carry on with the fertilising whilst we finish off rolling that field, and we'll just leave the rolling. I'll actually leave the Magnum with the rollers on this field as like a reminder. I need prompts like that. I'm a terror. Right. What am I doing? What did you know? Sometimes I was just going straight for the Magnum. Whereas now this would be interesting to see how this handles this. They don't seem to like this weight. Seems to be too heavy for most tractors. Makes them go front heavy. Ooh, that's better. Yeah, some of the modern tractors, it is still... Again. Right, set him going left hand side. No, let's do him right hand side. That way, hopefully he knows he's got to go left, or she. They. Set them going. Going down. Not quite a perfect amount, so that he's got to go to, or she's got to go to the left. Right, let's grab the Magnum. Let's see if we can finish this. Where all we've got left to do tomorrow is the rolling on that field. And then we've literally done everything to fertilising states. We should check just to make sure that I'm right, but not missed anything else. Just realised what I have done wrong. I extended the field, but I didn't plough it. I left it cultivated, so we're going to have to take that hit now because I have actually planted the sorghum, so that my bad. I got carried away on just extending the fields, so that means the ploughed state is still necessary on the original field, so we're going to stupidly take a 15% hit, because I obviously have planted now. I'm not going to walk that around now. My own silly fault. It happens. There's worse things. It is silly though. But yeah, worse things that happen than that. Let's drop that. It's not missed. Right, no, ain't enough. It's good, but it's not that good. Done that, I think. Could have done that. Yeah, could have done that slightly better than that. I reckon we could have finished that on that pass. Just grab that strip to the left of us and then we'll finish that off. Nearly there now, not much more. Quite chuffed, let's just get those little bits done. Hates. I know it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but sometimes it's nice just to see everything be tidy. Although it's always weird when you've got those weird bits that are already double fertilised. Right. Shall leave this on the field. Top fields. So as a billboard to be tomorrow, just check that the worker has managed to fertilise that entire field though. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. If I do it like that, it's going to be fairly obvious to me that I haven't finished it. Right, let's have a look. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. I hate using tabbing. Right, let's have a look. So yeah, all planted with sorghum, all growing. There's a tiny patch of something that I've missed on the edge of field 3 and a little bit on the edge of field 4. Seedbed's gone ploughed. It's just not growing on. No, field 4 is saying ploughed now. Again, this is what it did earlier. No, I was right. That's weird. So ploughed. Okay. So there's two different screens. That's what I must have confused myself with earlier. So needs ploughing. So yes, I do definitely need to plough that next year. I've been so silly. So we've got no. Yeah, we are going to have weeds growing at some point though. We're going to need to either lease a. Oh yeah, needs rolling. I'm going to say. No, nobody. I'm going to say we did look for the needs limed, and there was none there. Right, I'm chuffed with that. So all we've got left to do is finishing this off. We're completely. Oh, I didn't check fertilised because I always forget that it does. Needs rolling. Does need lime. All 3 need lime. Oh my life! I'm gonna have to get that done before any growth happens. In fact, I'm sure when you planted it won't let you lime. That's so annoying. But yeah, they're both double fertilised, apart from a strip on 2. Okay. Let's just quickly grab that. I would like to do that because I'm going to forget to do that tomorrow. He's obviously... Yeah, he has. I can see it. Okay, let's get this done. Smashing. Okay, so that's the fertilising done. Just going to test. I'm going to eject this out of this, and we're going to just try and put lime on just to see if we can still lime. Silly plonker. Right. Oh yeah, we're going to need more than this though to lime. Yeah. This is good for lime. As good as almost anything I've ever seen. But obviously, as we all know, 4 tons, 4.5 tons of lime doesn't go very far. It's forgotten this is the layer of the 2 tracks, isn't it? Yeah, this is just a test. Yeah, it's not liking that. It's very buoyant. Let's see. Maybe that if it's not grown, we're alright, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm sure I've planted before and... No. It's happy, as long as it's not grown. Yeah, this has got one of the best spread rates I've ever seen for lime. So lime usually is awful. Very good for fertiliser though, if I'm honest. But yeah, to do a field of this size with that much lime is, to me, very special. I am going to do this not because I wanted to, because, yeah, well, I suppose what I could do is put a splash of lime on everything, that way I can see I've not finished it. I think that's not a bad idea. I thought that read 4,204 then. That's scary. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll do a splash. That way I'll know I've not done it. Just put a splash on both fields. That's a good place to make a road through. Ooh, he says as he crashes into a tree. Yeah, there's almost a road through already. Yeah, do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of splash because of the rolling. Oh, yeah. And then I can see that I've got to do it. So yeah, that's hopefully a message to me tomorrow to make me realise that, oi, you've not limed. Right, and that is where we're going to leave it, because it has been a monster session. We've achieved an awful lot. All 3 fields planted, all completely fertilised. Just the rolling to do on this and the liming to do on these, and then we have completely done all field work for this year. So amazing. Anyway, on that note, I'm not going to waffle and go on and on and on. We've talked about most things. The additional rules of engagement, no contracts. All we're going to do is concentrate on our farm. So yeah, a maximum of 3 placeables, which is my standard rules, to be honest. But presently we've not really got enough money. I don't think I'd like to keep hold of that. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to say goodbye for now.